Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Tuesday, I believe, if I'm getting my days correct. And we have a new Amberlynn Reed video. She's uploading at random times this month. This one was uploaded a couple of hours ago, I think, or at least an hour ago. But, yeah. New Amberlynn Reed video titled Beginning Stages of Being a Bariatric Weight Loss Surgery Patient, and it is weigh-in week 5. So we know at the end of last week, or last Sunday when she weighed in, she had lost 2 pounds, I think, for the month total. So it'll be interesting to see if she's down anymore. Oh, her new scale she purchased, and I forgot to mention in my recap of her video 2 videos ago, weighs her 2 pounds heavier than her other scale. And the Hello It's Ready scale that she bought last summer apparently is just not accurate enough for her. But the reason she bought a new scale is her old scale wasn't wide enough for her to be able to stand on it comfortably, with her ankle still being a little rough from her hurting it last summer. So she wanted a wider scale so she could stand on it more comfortably without having to try to squish her calves and legs together, because that's more difficult for her because she is larger. So she bought a new scale that should be wider, but is also weighing her 2 pounds heavier than the other scale. So we'll see if that plays into her weight loss for the year, or if she adjusted her numbers accordingly. But all that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it and see, what her first steps are going to be for getting this bariatric surgery.
Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of my weigh-ins. So every Sunday we're gonna do weigh-in, or Sundays that I can and I have a scale, because who knows, I could be on a vacation. That's not like
Really,
but anytime that I'm home on a Sunday and I'm able to do a weigh-in, we are going to do them. So my weigh-ins consist of 5 questions: weight related, body related, food related, just whatever.
We'll see if I keep all of these in.
Related that this journey is. Does grammar. Then I'm going to get into like how the week went, etc., and my weigh-in. So for part of my weigh-in today, we're going to talk about the goals, because I am now a bariatric weight loss surgery patient. I
think it's more accurate to say she's in the preliminary vetting stages of being a bariatric weight loss surgery patient.
Trying to get weight loss surgery. So if you're new to my channel, that is a goal that I have for this year, is I really want weight loss surgery. By the way, I do have like stains, but these are the ones that don't come out. It's from my washer, and I have officially stopped using fabric softener because you guys told me that is what is causing stains on your clothing, and you guys were right. So some of my clothing has these stains on them, and I'm just like, damn. And
oh, those scent beads, I use those, and I don't have any random stains like that on my clothes, I don't think.
Come out because of fabric softener. That's so crazy. So yeah, I've officially stopped using fabric softener because of you guys. So thank you guys for letting me know.
Oh, is it the liquid fabric softener? I guess she does use liquid fabric softener, doesn't she? I use dryer sheets, so that could be why.
Oh, so let's get into it. The first question is, are you using the stationary foot cycle Feline got you for Christmas in 2021? So I was using it, but as you guys know, I tore ligaments in my ankle and I was not able to use it then.
Wow, so we went from like, we're never talking about the ankle again, to it's been mentioned in 2 videos in 2023. The ankle's making a comeback.
Obviously, and now as my ankle is healing and doing its thing and getting its SHIT together, when I straighten my ankle, it kind of hurts. So I am not currently able to use it, no, but I'm keeping it for when that pain lessens, because it has actually gotten a lot better in that regard. Next question is, what's your BMI highest and what is it now? So
BMI is not a accurate indicator. They just go by weight and height. Somebody could be super buff and be like 5'6" and weigh like 180, and they would be considered obese, just based completely on BMI. Now, my BMI would probably be pretty accurate, but it doesn't take into account body composition.
I did my little BMI calculator. At my highest, I was 572.4, and my BMI was 104.8. Wow, that's horrible. And now it's 91.2, which is still horrible, but it's gone down 13.6. So I don't really agree with the whole BMI thing. I know that's like a hot topic, but it's like you can't judge someone based on a BMI, like a normal sized person, because you could be 150 pounds with tons of muscle, or you can be 150 pounds with tons of fat on your body. And there could be two individuals, both 150.
Like I just said, it doesn't account for body composition.
Pounds, both, 5'5", and their BMI comes out the same, but one of them has more fat, one of them has more muscle. So it's like BMI is, it's just like I feel like it's an old way of thinking, but at this size, it's obvious this is not 500 pounds of muscles. I feel like BMI and calculating your BMI is important at this size, but like for the normal size, it doesn't make sense because there's so many factors that go.
Well, when you're Amber size, do you really need to try to calculate your BMI? I mean, really?
Into someone's body. Third question is, what's the next step for weight loss surgery? So the next step for weight loss surgery is a lot. There's a lot. I have a whole list of things that I have to do, tests, etc., etc. So as I do them and as they're coming up and stuff like that, then I'll speak to you guys about them, because the biggest reason why I didn't have like a full video about my weight loss surgery day, my first appointment, is because it's just a lot of information. It's a lot of stuff. But I can tell you now that the next few things I will be doing is I have a scheduled doctor's appointment, because you have to get a letter. It's like a letter from your doctor saying, yes, I want my patient to get weight loss surgery.
So I guess this would be her general practitioner to say, I'm okay with her having the surgery. I think her body can handle it, kind of a thing, I guess.
I think it would be good for them. So they have to like write a letter to the weight loss surgeon and fax it over. I have to get my labs done, which I have all this scheduled. My doctor has to go over my labs, and then if there's anything like that stands out that is not very good, then she has to relay that information over to the surgeon. And I also have an appointment to get my GI scanned. So it's just a scan of my GI where I have to drink this stuff, and then they do several like pictures of my chest. I have to take a course, which
it would probably be your abdomen if it's your GI.
I think I'm gonna actually do today. And then I just have a few little things, like they want me to lose 1 pound. 1 pound! I swear.
What? Have they watched her videos and know how much of a challenge that might be for her?
Me and Feline were shocked, because it's like you see this way on 600 Pound Life where it's like so extreme. It's like, I want you to lose 30 pounds in a month. That's not realistic. And this program is like, that's not realistic. If you could do that, you would have already done that. They just want you to improve your weight and who you are.
Well, they have a point, but losing 1 pound could just be you have a really big poo in the morning. That doesn't show that you're capable of changing your lifestyle that got you to be 500 pounds.
Right now, that's eating habits, drinking habits, exercise, movements, etc. Oh my god, have I been blurry this whole time? I hope not. So I will talk more about that, obviously. Next question is, what part of your body are you most excited to improve with weight loss? And it's simple: my heart and my lungs and my liver and my kidneys. I want to improve my insides, my organs, the part of my body that makes me function as a human. My brain, like, do I have fat on my brain? Probably. Like, I'm just truly excited to improve my organs. And I know that's probably not the answer that this person was expecting, but that's the truth. It's not about physical. Of course, like, I can't wait to not be as big, but it's very much like I'm ready for my breathing to get better. So that would be my lungs. I'm ready for my heart to beat better and be stronger. And that's my heart. So the last question is, does quitting outpatient make you feel discouraged? No. Quitting outpatient makes me feel empowered. Like, I feel so empowered, and I want to explain why. So going to outpatient and assuming that I am powerless over an eating disorder is not going to help with my weight loss.
But is that what the outpatient program was supposed to do? It wasn't the outpatient program supposed to help you figure out ways to deal with it and to avoid binging, not instead of like making you feel powerless, like, well, nothing I can do. I'm just gonna binge.
I was in an outpatient program of Health at Every Size where they didn't want to talk about weight loss. They said it was, part of the eating disorder and it's triggering. They didn't want me counting calories. They didn't want me saying no to takeout. They didn't want any of that. That's something I have discussed with you guys before. They say if you're craving seafood boil, have seafood boil. If you're craving a cheesy hamburger, have cheesy hamburger. And it just made me feel powerless because it's like I was fighting.
Well, yes, because if you don't give in to the cravings every once in a while, you're going to go overboard eventually and you're going to binge. So I think that's the reasoning behind that mindset is if you keep denying yourself that. I have a spam call coming in. I'm going to let it finish. All right. And if you continue to restrict and deny yourself, if you have a binge eating disorder, you are going to end up binging on that item probably sooner rather than later. I would imagine that with a binge eating disorder, they would try to find a way to help you cope with the disorder and not binge. Find ways to either talk yourself out of it or what you can do instead when that urge hits. So it sounds like this program that she was in was just like, well, you're gonna binge, so just do it. which doesn't seem accurate or good, healthy.
It's so hard to get away from that.
Well, I take that back. They seem to be maybe less on the restriction side of it. And saying you can have this in moderation.
All trying to lose weight, but it's like I was having professionals tell me, no, we're not trying to lose weight. We're trying to heal from an eating disorder. And it was just like, it didn't correlate with me at all. And I constantly wanted to just give up. And, I started to see my psychologist. It started off with every other week. And then it became every week for a little bit. And then it was every 3 weeks. And it just slowly dwindled for me. I love the psychologist. Take away Health at Every Size. Take away the whole powerless effect, take away all of that. And as a psychologist, amazing. She, oh my God, she helped me through a lot because during our meetings, it wasn't just about food. I'm going to be honest, 9 times out of 10, we were talking about my past. We were talking about my parents. We were talking about you.
I'm having static in my headset and it's driving me nuts. I'm glad the psychologist helped her with so many things, but it doesn't sound like the psychologist from this binge eating or from this eating disorder recovery program did her very much good when it comes to recovering from her eating disorder.
To mental health wise, we were talking about my relationship. We were talking about things like that. It was very rare that we would talk about food and we would talk about my eating disorder. It was I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I feel very empowered because it's I left that. And the whole time, I never felt like I had control. I never felt like this is what's going to help me lose weight. But now that I left that,
I understand this sentiment of you need to get this eating disorder under control before you can lose weight, but it doesn't even seem like they were helping her do that.
And now that I am in the path to get weight loss surgery, I feel empowered. And I have already met someone actually at my first appointment because it was a class, educational class that was part of it. And it was amazing. And one of the people who actually worked there, I don't know what happened. I had to ask like a simple question, and then we kind of like went into the surgeon's office and we just were like talking for like 30 minutes, and then we like added each other on Facebook. Like I've already met someone who has gone through the same thing, and it's just like little things like that that make me feel very, very like hopeful. Like I know that I have made the right choice. I'm choosing to save my life. Like this is what's going to save my life, is losing weight. That is what is going to save my life. And for the last year, it's like I've been fighting back and forth with like, okay, should I follow instructions with outpatient or should I do it my way, or blah, blah, blah. It's been so confusing, and you guys have seen that. But finally I said, you know what, I'm choosing me and I'm doing me. And quitting outpatient was really hard, and it's like embarrassing because it feels like I failed something, but it's like I did not fail something. I just chose.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've quit something, to be honest, but it doesn't look like this program was doing what it was supposed to do.
The thing that's going to save my life. Okay, so now on to like my weight and stuff. So last week I weighed 520.0, and this week I weighed 515.0. So that means I'm down 5 pounds, which makes me really freaking happy. The beginning of the week,
a lot of that could be water, but 5 pounds down is great to see on the scale. So that is awesome. That is excellent to see.
Kind of rocky. I was slowly getting into things. And then when I had my appointment, you know, they taught how you're going to eat after surgery, how you're going to eat a little bit before surgery, how they want you to eat now. And it was just a lot of like education and like teaching you like what they expect from you and like how things are going to go. So at the current stage for me, they want me to eat less takeout, and they want me to eat several times a day, because they taught a lot about like how your stomach, like when you get super hungry, it starts to like shrink and it sends off a lot of hormones. And for someone who eats a lot, those hormones can make you overeat, and that's why people overeat, because they just don't eat as much and as often as they should. So they taught like, you know, eat protein first, have, you know, a lot of protein with fiber. And what I love is like, they're like, don't be afraid of fruit. Don't be afraid of carbs. Like you need those things, but have healthy carbs. And what they consider healthy is like whole wheat, whole grain, and things like that. And the fact that they only want me to lose 1 pound right now is very, it makes me feel good, but I do have my own goals. I do not want to have surgery in the 500s. So I'm not getting surgery anytime soon. My goal is to have it this year though, but it's not like, oh, in a couple weeks. That would be nice, but that's not realistic. I want to be in the 400s. Like I want to be out of the 500s. I could be 498. I mean, that's a little, but I do want to lose more than 1 pound, obviously. And I want to be able to go to my next appointment, and I want to be down a good chunk of weight, because I want to show them that I am serious about this.
I wonder if they weighed her at the appointment, or if they're relying on the numbers people give them. I'm sure they weighed her.
I am serious about this. Something clicked, something happened, and I feel new and improved and rejuvenated, and I just feel like this is it. This is what I want. This is what I need, and I have to do it. So they do want you to slowly stop drinking carbonation. So I actually saw the dietitian when I was there, obviously, and this is the little paper. She wrote all my little goals down on.
I think I had a former coworker that had surgery, bariatric surgery, but he would drink soda, I thought. He drank energy drinks, I'm pretty sure.
Here. So I am allowed to have 2 diet sodas a day. I used to have 4. So she said, you know, let's just make it 2 and, you know, start drinking a little bit more water. They want me to limit eating out. I don't have to like stop takeout completely, but limit it. But I just feel like takeout is triggering for me. So I'm going to like limit. Like very rarely am I going to have takeout. And as for like exercise.
Really? You and wifey had set Sunday as your takeout order day. You can keep doing that. Do it once a week if that's what helps you.
Want me to exercise like 2 to 3 times a week. So I set myself up a little exercise program that I'm going to be doing. It's just like super simple, starting off slow. Everything is so manageable right now. And it's like, they don't tell you, okay, you have to go home and just eat 1,200 calories. Like it's so dumb to think that someone who is like a food addict or binges here and there, someone who struggles with weight and who has yo-yo dieted like their whole life is just gonna go home after one meeting and just eat 1,200 calories. It's so unrealistic, and it's just setting someone up for failure. Things do get a little more strict, obviously, like right before surgery. They
I think if they have you work with a dietitian and a nutritionist that give you a set menu, here's what you will eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for this entire week. But they don't tell you how many calories are in it, and they tell you to not track the calories. You could probably stay pretty full on 1,200 calories, depending on what you're eating. So, I mean, I think Amberlynn can really benefit from having somebody do that for her. Somebody external say, here's a menu, here's what you're going to fix, but we're not going to tell you how many calories you're eating. Just know that you are in an okay range for weight loss, and this food will keep you full. Here's what you can have for snacks if you need to. You can choose from this list of snacks twice a day, whatever, or once a day. Hell, I would benefit from that.
They taught you with like slides, and we got to like look up on the TV. Like it was a whole class, like an educational class. Like it was really, really cool. Like obviously you have to shrink your liver 2 weeks before surgery, but a lot of people, like, because I get messages from y'all, like, and I'm not talking just like kindness, I'm also talking like hate, like on Instagram, saying you're not going to be able to stick to the diet that they put you on, you have to just drink liquid. No, that's just 1 day before surgery. The week before surgery and 2 weeks before surgery, which obviously is not right now, it's not even close to me. You get to eat normal. You get to eat a low carb normal diet, and they give you a list of foods to eat. And that's what me and Feline were doing anyways, some months ago when we were doing keto, and I absolutely loved it. It was just my gallbladder that was like, meh. And this surgeon is actually amazing, an amazing surgeon.
Didn't she say she hated keto? She just now said she loved it. She said that she hated keto, though, towards the end of it. She's like, I hate this.
Number one surgeon in the state where I am going, and they do it robotically. And normally, they actually taught this there. Normally, the surgeon has like one robotic in their like hospital or whatever, but they have two. And they said it's very rare for a bariatric facility to have two, but they have two because of how good they are. This surgeon has won awards. Things are looking up, and things are, I don't know, I'm just feeling really good. I'm just feeling really freaking good, you guys. And I feel very positive, and I have a lot of support around me. Feline is a big support, like such a huge support. And even the people there, like,
she's the best support Amberlynn has ever had, and supports her in ways that nobody ever has before. We know.
They were telling her, I can't wait for you to come back. Like, they know that it's like a package deal. Like, I think they know that when patients come in, they need that person. They need that support, because it's going to be, yeah, it's kind of a lot. Oh, and I forgot. Another thing is I am waiting for a psychologist to call me to do the evaluation. That's another thing that is
if anything could derail her, I think it would be that.
Happening. There is a lot more, but those are just like the top things that are currently happening right now. And then we start diving a little bit more into like the nitty gritty, but these are just like the blanket surface things. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been talking for too long. So yeah, that's just like a little bit of my goals and things like that for now. And obviously things will change and goals will change, and appointments and different things will happen, and I'll let you guys know as the days go on. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
All right. Well, that was definitely a very informative video from Amberlynn, and I hope that she is able to do all the things that she needs to do. Sorry, I picked up my new sunglasses and I had my stuff in my pocket. I think this is good information for her to provide to her audience, because I'm sure a lot of people that watch Amberlynn are also quite large. Larger than I am, closer to Amberlynn's size. And I think having her go through this and kind of chronicle her process and the things she has to go through, I think this will be good for other people to see. Because she's more than likely going to struggle with a few things along the way that I'm sure she's going to document as well. So I think all of these things will be good for people to see. And, I wish her the best on it. I hope she's able to do what she needs to do to get healthier and to lose weight. So, great to see her down 5 pounds. Love to see it. So I think that's all we've got for this one, folks. That was a lot of weight loss surgery talk, which we knew was going to happen soon in one of our videos. So, but all that being said, I hope you all have had a lovely day, or will have a lovely day, and have a lovely week. And until next time, be safe and take care.